What is going on, everybody? My name is XrayCosmo and welcome back to another Overwatch video. So at the time of upload, Blizzconline is tomorrow. The time has finally come after all this waiting, and there are some super high hopes for Overwatch, including the new title a lot of us have been waiting for a very long time, Overwatch 2. Can you tell this game is literally tearing my life apart piece by piece? So in the video, we're going to be having a conversation about what I think we're going to see, what's realistic and what's not, because I do feel like a lot of people are going to be disappointed and overhyping what's going to be revealed here, as well as almost a wish list for the event. Also, before I start, I am going to be streaming the entire show tomorrow, playing Overwatch at like 4 to 4:30, and then when the event starts at 5, we're going to watch that instead of playing, and it goes to about 9 o'clock Eastern time. So if you want to chill with me and chat and watch the event together, then please be sure to mark your calendars, because that will be happening tomorrow. Once again, 4 to 4:30 EST, and then the BlizzCon is starting at 5 p.m. EST. Let's get into the video now. So firstly, I wanted to talk about the elephant in the room I mentioned before, Overwatch 2. So I want to put it straight out and forward. Most of you probably know we are not receiving the whole game at the event. Kind of expected with the news that the game won't come out until 2022, but what would be nice would be a release date, or at least a release window. My whole theme within this video is going to be basically just trying to make Blizzard be as transparent as possible with Overwatch 2, since over the last year and a half, they haven't really been too clear with their plans for the new game. But going off on the release date, I do hope we see also like the dev process and how far we are into things, to be honest. As most of you know, we haven't seen much, so maybe we can see some old hero redesigns, like the new ones with their new look, some new talents along with maybe another hero. That's what I think they will do, honestly, because that's literally the bare minimum. We're also most likely going to get another animated short. Now, everyone has their opinions whether an event is bad, a hero is bad, or ugly, a skin is ugly, but one thing everyone can agree on is that Blizzard puts on one hell of a show when it comes to the animated shorts. Like, these things are literally like Pixar quality. Like, I actually feel like even though they still get a crazy amount of hype, these things are still super underrated because holy, they are amazing. Like, Blizzard, you can tell, puts so much work into these, and they really are. Like I said before, they are Pixar level, so I'm excited to see what happens, because we're most likely getting an animated short. I wouldn't doubt that. But getting back on track to Overwatch 2 reveals, like I said before, I just want Blizzard to be transparent with us and not beat around the bush. So basically what I'm saying is I want Jeff Kaplan to step up onto the virtual stage, whatever they have, and say straightforward, this is the date, then he insert a new feature which is completely new or revamped from the original game here and talk about it, then insert new hero or information on new heroes regarding the new game here. That's really what I want. And speaking about new heroes, let's also talk about Overwatch 1 as well for a second. So as Overwatch 2 is being developed and everyone's hyped about that, Overwatch 2 is not really being worked on for events, but even though that's happening, a good amount of people are being patient, me included, and waiting for Overwatch 2, but it's no secret that the player base is also diminishing as this goes on, as we go throughout this huge content drought. Yeah, we have events and the skin challenges, but the average player, some may come back, but the majority does not. What makes Overwatch Overwatch is the new heroes and the new maps, and we have not received one since Echo, and it's almost been a year since that time. Kanazaka, we got that, but it was a deathmatch map. Like, it's not much. Like, we can't really use it in the main modes. What I'm hoping for is Blizzard to go back on their word, with Echo being the last hero, and give us something, maybe a map 2, because like I said, even though Overwatch 2 is the main priority, I think maintaining the current player base is also a huge factor on how the game's health goes on throughout the year. If you guys watch my videos, you know I am a huge advocate for Overwatch is not dead, but I really don't think its legs could take another year of a content drought. Like, soon everything is going to snap and fall over, which is why I was a little nervous for the game when I saw the announcement, like the game isn't coming out until 2022. So I am going to give Blizzard the benefit of the doubt here and say that maybe they will give us the Fox Girl hero. Pretty much every Overwatch YouTuber has been raving about. If you don't know, it's what everyone has been talking about for the last month, since there's literally nothing to make content about. I'm really crossing my fingers that we will get something along the lines of this, because it will help the game, it will help creators like me who need topics for videos, because there's not a lot to talk about. Like, I mean, yeah, we can talk about buffs, but we can only talk about buffs so many times. Like, it's not interesting, and I want to entertain you guys, not just bore you with news all the time. That's why I do videos like this, where we can have a conversation instead of me just being a robot and talking into the mic and acting like a fucking news reporter. But like I said, I am crossing my fingers that we do get something along the lines of a new hero, or just information on that new hero. The next giant thing a lot of people have been talking about is a beta, which, even though I said all the other stuff, like the actual game isn't coming out and is unrealistic, I actually think this is pretty possible. Now, one thing another YouTuber, Bro You Whack, huge Overwatch YouTuber, said is that they can use another new mission as an archives event or the beta from 2019, since it hasn't really been played by the public. It's only been played by people at Blizzcon, which would actually go along with the pattern with the new game mode being added to the events recently. So with the recent events, the winter and the lunar event, we have had the new freeze tag winter game mode and the new bounty hunter game mode. So if we're getting something new, I can actually see this happening, and this would be an awesome way to execute it. And if they don't do this, I would probably expect a beta, not this weekend, but soon. I don't think they would do it at the end of the year. Do it while the hype is up. Because, once again, like I said, really big content drought is not treating the player base very well. Blizzard being transparent is super important for this year's BlizzCon, like I've said multiple times throughout this video. As much as the element of surprise is great for when we were consistently getting content, it's not so great being left in the dark. So along with the dev process for everything, I just want them to lay everything out on a grid really and tell us their plans. And Blizzard is not usually one to do this, but I think it would be, once again, healthy for the specific situation we're in right now. Just to tell us where everything is at and to be honest with us. Literally a simple statement like, we are working as hard as we can. Overwatch will have minimized content for another year as the development of Overwatch 2 and the effects of COVID-19 have hinged the development for the current game. We hope you can all be patient with us throughout this tough time and throughout the next year. That would literally, it would be disappointing, but it would be perfect. Being left in the dark for a year and then throwing a random deathmatch map at us is definitely not the way to go for this. And I'm 17, I don't have anything in publicity or marketing, but this is not right. Like, I can tell this is not right, and it's bad if a random 17-year-old can tell that your marketing strategy is terrible. So that is why I've been trying to preach this transparency theme throughout the video, just to calm down the community, and I'm sure most of you will agree with me on this. But then, after they give us a date, some information on new heroes, animated short, and beta information, what else is left for us to beg at this year's Blizzconline? Well, I don't really know, to be honest. I think that's pretty sufficient, everything I talked about, if they put everything out and clear up the fog. So that's where I'm going to leave it to you guys. What do you want to see at this year's BlizzCon? I know there is a lot of hype, so just comment down below what your predictions or some wishes you have for Overwatch 2 or the Blizzconline event. Do you guys like my predictions and wishes for the stream? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like, it helps the channel out a lot. And if you want more gaming content and news, hit that subscribe button and that bell so you can see all my videos when they first come out. Also, if you want a shout out at the end of the video, leave a comment and you can get picked for that. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.